It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Orlando. It's the Eagles and the Condors on Sunday night.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Condors of Orlando. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Off the play fake, Nix. And he rifles one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll go play action with Nix. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Here's a 2nd and 5. Right back to Spears. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Nix. Steps away. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. We're scoreless after 1. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 9, 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, they'll run it here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Nix. On the move to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bo Nix, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Condors have struck first in this NFC title game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing Nix. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nix to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now it's Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. First and goal at the 1-yard line. McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Mahomes. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 10. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix, flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Nix. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Left side to Lamb. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And all the way to the opposite 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Off play action. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Condors are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Mahomes going to throw. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. A pass complete to Odunze.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Tucker, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. This to Graham on the short pass. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, here's Nix sliding out of the pocket. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return will stop right around the 25. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes to throw it. And it's caught.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain. As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fletcher. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. To throw is Nix. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.